topic is close to all three of your hearts and also close to my heart and the hearts of MDeC organizing this fair today. And so, if I can just start off by maybe asking you, because YB, we just launched the space camp, right? And we spoke about moonshot thinking, where this year is the 50th anniversary of man's landing on the moon, right? And so it's a very, very important milestone because it requires, before you even do it, you have to think about moonshot, right? But maybe I won't tell you, maybe I'll get YB to explain what is moonshot thinking and how can we as Malaysians cultivate this moonshot thinking for Malaysia.
Hi everyone. How are you? I'm so glad to be here today. I'm on stage with all the 3 doctors. I'm the only one on stage without a doctorate. Stress. But I'm very glad to be here. Just now we just launched the opportunity for youth in Malaysia to get to the US and see what a space program and get exposed. I think moonshot, a lot of us think, shall we all go to the moon and that's moonshot thinking. I think there's more than that. I think moonshot thinking is about what do you think you cannot achieve but you dream to achieve. Those will be the one that is the moonshot thinking. When I was young, I had moonshot thinking. I think I wanted to go to a particular university. I think as a kampong girl, I could never get to, or that when I entered politics, I thought of something that, politically impossible to happen, but we made history. And I think these are some of the things. Do you dream of something that is impossible today? What you want to be when you grow up? Astronaut! I hope not all of you want to be astronaut. There will be many more things that you can be. There are many things. Some of you who are girls here, you think that you are from somewhere that you think a girl must get married and be at home. But the moonshot thinking is to think of something that you dream that you don't dare to tell anybody. That you don't dare, you can only think by yourself, you don't dare to tell anyone because it is too great. But I want to congratulate you. If you think that is too great for you, that is a moonshot thinking. That is where you think to see what can I do today to prepare myself so that I can achieve what I only dared to dream when I was alone. I want to encourage all of you, if you have those dreams, don't be ashamed. Tell people. Tell your parents. If your parents say, no, you cannot do that, you say, no. YB says, I can. Alright?
Wonderful. It reminds me, YB, because Serena and I were up in Penang a few months ago, and we had the former NASA chief in Penang. And so he asked the students to ask questions, and one of them actually said her dream was to create infinite energy. And but the issue was the teacher had told her it cannot be done. So, I think your point is very important, that we have to say to our parents, it's okay, you think I cannot do it, but actually I'm going to keep trying. So that brings me to Dr. Amani, because not many Malaysians would have worked on a NASA project, let alone be a principal investigator. That's like lead investigator, ketua investigator, not easy. And so I'm sure that must have been kind of a moonshot thinking for you, right? So what was that like? Maybe you want to just share.
So coming back to the moonshot thinking, right? Listening to what YBU just said just now is that something that people think is impossible for you, right? But then you have this can-do attitude where you say, okay, the more people say that something is impossible, right? You got to do it. Okay? So when I was offered to lead this project, especially on building the first sensors that sense things from a biological thing, which is a fern spore that will be sent to space. Okay, nobody has done it. Okay, people can't even imagine about it. How do we send these sensors to space? Okay, to measure signals from a single tiny cell. Okay, autonomously without sending an astronaut there, but sending a satellite. Okay, how do we do it? When the NASA boss approached me and said, "You have to lead this project, Amani. I was just fresh from a PhD. Okay? I just graduated from Purdue University in 2009 during that time. You have to start working on NASA projects. He said, I have known nothing about space. Nothing. Zero. But then I said, if I don't do this, who will? Okay? So this is what the moonshot thinking is that we have not done it, but we imagine enough and we dream enough of our ability to be able to do something that someone else has not done it. Isn't it, adik-adik? Isn't it? If people say to you, have you done it before? Okay, then it's not a moonshot anymore. Okay? So coming to that question of moonshot is that we have to be brave to try something that we have never think that we can do, but because of the can-do attitude, we took the challenge and we did it.
Thank you, Dr. Amani. So, Dr. Jasmine, I know that you're very passionate about inclusivity and it's something you have been championing, right? So when you talk about moonshot thinking, STEM, all of that seems to be a very first world issue, you know? How do you make it inclusive? Is it really for everybody or is it only for a small segment of people who can afford it and are normal? You know, what about the differently abled? What about those who are in rural areas? How do we cultivate moonshot STEM in them?
Thank you, Dr. Sumitra. Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon. Thank you to MDeC for having me here. I want to keep to the thinking of moonshot. Miss Surina, the CEO of MDeC, and I were involved in a bit of a moonshot project just last week when we launched something. And let me show the video. It was totally a moonshot for us because everyone said it cannot be done. No way, they told us. How are you going to do this? Can we now roll the video, please?
Hello everyone, my name is Serena.
And I'm Chloe.
And today, we are going to meet someone very special.
We are so happy to be meeting someone that we admire, Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, our beloved Prime Minister.
And together, we are going to learn how to code. I'm excited, I can't wait.
Let's go!
Hello Tun, my name is Serena and I'm 10 years old. I have a social enterprise called Serena's Secret where I provide job opportunities for the autistic adolescents and all the funds will be given to the younger children for therapy and therapy equipment.
Good morning, Tun. I am Chloe. I build robots. First, I started out with building robot animals. Now, I build robots to help farmers.
Hi, the two of you. Well, you are very young compared to me. I'm 93 only. So I'm Mahathir, Prime Minister of Malaysia. Glad to meet you.
We do what we do because we believe in STEM. STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And that is what we do to make a difference.
Tun, we heard that you have used the HoloLens to wheel an augmented reality hut. That was really cool.
Yeah, I did try to use it. It's fantastic. You can see the inside of the hut and you can see everything that the hut normally looks like.
STEM can be used and it doesn't matter what age or what ability or what background you are. You can use it when you're in school and you can use it as adults.
As we embrace STEM, coding is the language of how we program things. Tun, are you ready to code?
Well, I want to learn from you.
At the beginning of each level, there is a goal. Do you want to try? So first, we have to move forward twice. So if I put 1 here.
Put it under the move forward block.
You you can see, you've already shared one sheet. Just drag it and bring it connected. And back.
Digital skills and STEM education are not limited to our classrooms. Coding is the language of the future, and lifelong learning is critical in ensuring we remain relevant as transformation occurs across geographies and industries, healthcare, manufacturing, transportation. As part of today's digital world, all of us have the responsibility to learn, unlearn, and relearn as we work to become a digital nation, digital by default, transformational and secure by design. As Malaysia continues its digital transformation journey, technology plays an important role. Mobility, cloud computing, the Internet of Things, artificial intelligence or AI, and big data analytics are among the most important drivers of digital transformation. With the STEM, science, technology, engineering and mathematics needs to be democratized in order to develop future-ready Malaysian talent. We all can code. Even if we are 93 years old, we can code and use it for the progress of this country.
Or we are still in school thinking about what we want to be when we grow up.
Coding allows us to not just be users of technology, but creators of technology.
Let's work together towards digital Malaysia.
Tun, what is your vision for the class of 2030?
Well, in 2030, you and your friend here will be much more older, and you will be playing a role in the politics and the development of this country.
What is your wise advice for being a Prime Minister?
Well, when you are a Prime Minister, you must always care for the people and the country, and not think only about yourself.
So, Ms. Sumitra, to answer your question, if the 94-year-old Prime Minister can code, right, everyone can code. And with coding, we can make a difference for everyone. And to keep with your theme of inclusivity, we know that technology has been able to bring people with children with disability into the sphere, and they too are making a difference. To answer your question, the Prime Minister is 94 years old. I think he just gave us a message. Everyone can learn this, certainly for the future of the country. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Jasmine. So I think the PM is leading the way, Tun is leading the way. So we have no excuse, right? So whatever our age, whatever our circumstance, there's always a way to continue learning. Do we have any questions from any of you? Adik-adik, we have all these very clever, important people on stage. Adik-adik ada soalan tak? Any of you have questions yet? Raise your hands. Kalau tak, I will keep going. Ada tak soalan? Tak ada? Okay. Maybe I will ask YBO, because I know YBO is, many people know you as minister, but they may not be aware that you attended Cambridge and that you have a STEM background. So maybe you can share, and you also you come from fairly, I would say, middle class, humble beginnings. What was your inspiration to take up STEM and to go as far as Cambridge, pursuing engineering, if I'm not mistaken? Maybe you can share, inspire these kids.
I think I would say that STEM, a lot of people think science, math, engineering are very difficult. Betul? Yeah, difficult, right? We go so difficult. And whereas for literature and all that, you just have to memorize all this. But science, especially physics and chemistry, you have to calculate, things are so difficult. And I come from a kampong, but then to me was this, that when I was young, I was told by people, he said, if you want to, they say science is more difficult. Science stream is more difficult. That's why I say, all right, I want to go for it because it is more difficult. That is why I went for science stream. Then after that, why engineering? Because I wanted to be a doctor, but my mom said, no, you are just too reckless. You will put the scissors in the stomach of the patient. And then she said, why don't you choose something different? So my chemistry was good, and when I said, why don't I go for engineering? I should be able to go for it. So I took up chemical engineering when I was in school. There are a lot of times that it is very difficult. I think learning physics and learning chemistry is very, very difficult. And that you just can't understand in the beginning and at max when you grow. So, but I think there is a lot of satisfaction after you understand it. And today, a lot of people ask me, you have an engineering background, you studied science, what is it to do with being a minister today? I want to tell everyone, if you don't know what to study in the future, you just don't know what, you choose engineering, you choose, because that is where you get to know how to analyze things, how to analyze numbers, how to see things in a more objective manner because of the analytical skills that you develop when you study engineering. So I have never regretted to study engineering. I've never regretted to work hard on my thermodynamics, fluid mechanics and all that. It does not directly help what I do today, but it really helps how I think as a person. So that is my thought into it.
Thank you so much, YB. And this is really important because in our country, the number of students taking STEM in upper secondary and in university is really going down. Semakin menurun. And if we keep going this way, I think it's going to be very difficult for Malaysia to become the digital economy that Tun wants, that Tun spoke about. Because in the digital world, STEM is the core, right? So we really cannot escape. We have to do this, and we have to be resilient, hence the topic today. And so, coming to that, I want to ask Dr. Amani, because Dr. Amani, you are in the US, and you're working with all these researchers, I'm sure very clever researchers, right? What do you see, what is it going to take for us to get our Malaysian youth to be where some of these researchers are in the US? How can we get our guys to be as good as that when it comes to research?
So this is a very multidimensional problem issue. But the way I see it is that when I was a scientist in the United States or when I was a lecturer in Malaysia, there's no difference in terms of talents and abilities. I see talents here, left and right. Okay? What it needs is that we need to show and create and show success. In Tanah Air, Malaysia. Okay? Not Dr. Amani at NASA, United States, but Dr. Amani in Malaysia at the local universities. And how do we do that? Okay? So the first thing is that we need to see that success and $1 billion or whatever it is outcome needs to come out from the research and development in Malaysia, local universities, from local IPs, okay? Local brains, okay? Until we create that one success, which is the moonshot thinking, okay? That one success can create a ripple effect throughout the country. That one success has to be created by Malaysians here, okay? And the way to do that is we need to concentrate the talents and concentrate the resources, okay? We cannot be dispersed. We cannot work in silos. We cannot be just saying, okay, I'm the government, this is what I do, but we do not understand what's going on in the ground. We cannot be scientists just knowing what's happening in the laboratories, but doesn't understand what the rakyat wants and the problems of the rakyat. Each one of us at each of our locations and each of our positions has to come out from our comfort zones and go to the ground and see what's the issue. When I first came back to Malaysia in 2014, the first thing I said, what can I do with the NASA tech that I developed, which is the sensors technology, which was the first to sense to space to measure something from a single cell. It was designed and created and led by my group. Okay? And I still have my signature at the back of these sensors that was sent to space with the picture of the group. And I'm a Malaysian and not an American. When I asked my American boss, why do I get to lead the science part of the project? He said, I only hire the best eye. Beyond my color, beyond my hijab, my scarf, beyond I'm a Malaysian, we have to put the best talent and where they are at, regardless of their background, regardless coming from the kampung, regardless coming from where. Until we Malaysians create that culture of inclusivity, okay? We can create that success. And to create that culture, I really believe. I did not leave the United States to come here. I go to the local universities as an assistant professor starting from scratch. I don't even have a lab when I came home. I developed everything from hard work of the local lecturers and students. So when people said, do we lack talent? No, we don't. Our lecturers and students are creating wonderful things at the university. What do we need? We need that vision that all of us can go together. We need to believe in the local talents right now. Okay? Not saying that, okay, we can build this thing because we are Malaysian. No. We said we can build something like this because we are Malaysian. And that starts from the change in culture, mindset and thinking that Malaysians can do. And I truly believe that this can be done at our tanah air Malaysia.
Definitely. So dengan itu berapa ramai nak buat STEM sekarang ni? All of us want to do STEM, right? After that fired up speech. Yeah, even the mom back there, right? But you know, I think you mentioned a very important point. It's not something that the universities can do on their own, right? And they cannot do this in silo. They must do it collaboratively. And I think that nicely is, you know, where Dr. Jasmine is coming from the private sector. How can we bring the two closer so that we can harness this talent together collaboratively?
Thank you, Sumitra. I am a Malaysian. I am a product of a local university, International Islamic University. Yes, I went abroad. I came back and I'm serving the country. Thank you, Dr. Amani. I'm a proud Malaysian graduate too. Long ago, 25 years ago, but International Islamic University is my alumni, so I'm a law graduate. And you are thinking, what does a law graduate know about technology? When I graduated with my law degree, they didn't teach us technology. I did get admitted to the state of Washington bar though, so that I could learn technology and come back to serve my country, right? It's always an opportunity. Yes, in every area that you study, STEM is going to be important. And what is the role of private sector? As a corporate citizen, we have a role to play. We have a role to play, partner with the government to bring the best of this technology and resources and partner and scale. The government is not going to be able to scale across the country if we don't partner with them. We have people who partner, we have engineers who work out of Malaysia serving the region. I work out of Malaysia, but I serve ASEAN. That's my role. I don't just take care of Malaysia, right? But I sit in Kuala Lumpur serving the region, which means I learn and I also serve the region, but I'm still carrying the Malaysian flag. And in area of AI and ethics, these are new emerging areas. And we need Malaysians to advance. We need students to be interested in this area. But more importantly, parents need to believe. Parents have a huge role to play. I'm a mother of a 22-year-old, but it took me 7 years to convince my son to do artificial intelligence. You can't have this discussion 1 week before SPM or when you want to apply to UPU. You need to cultivate this conversation early. It doesn't happen overnight, right? Parents have a duty to play. The private sector have a duty to play. And if you think children with disability can't do this, we have an engineer in Microsoft who's blind, who has created a software to help the blind people. Everyone can do this. It's a shared responsibility. It is not just the government's responsibility. The moonshot is for the nation. I agree with you. But every one of us have a duty to play. And it starts from the home. Parents have to believe that your children have potential. And you know the conversation I have with parents, but studying science is expensive because we have to send children for tuition. Yes, but this is an investment in our children in education. It's the biggest investment we can make. So I hear you. The corporates like Microsoft have a huge role to play, but every one of us have a role to play. Thank you.
Thanks, Dr. Jasmine. Any questions from the floor? Ada soalan? Adik tu, ada soalan? Tak? I see. Ada soalan? Yes, young man in white at the back. Wonderful. So the rest, tolong sediakan soalan ya, because this is memang peluang keemasan. Young man, yes. Introduce your name and your sekolah, please, before you ask your question.
So, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Muhammad Shafiq Measures from PASUM students. I'm PASUM students. So, my question is, the first one, as we know, nowadays people, especially the youth generation, are looking forward the job demands in the future, especially in IR 4.0. Due to their wide interest in various fields, they might get confused which one of the fields is the best for them. So, in your opinion, how we want to open their mind not to focus only the common job opportunity in the future, but at the same time to give back to the community, especially for our future in STEM fields.
Did you have somebody in mind you want to answer that question? Or is it anybody?
Open to anybody.
Anybody, okay. Wadi, would you like to take that?
See, we are living in a very fast-changing world. Today, you select what field to study in the university, and then you study that technology, and then by the time you graduate, the technology is obsolete. This is likely to happen, and it's likely to happen quicker than what we see today. So that means that what kind of graduates, what kind of talents we need? We need talents that are able to learn fast. We need talents to be able to say, okay, I'm learning AI today, but I'm learning AI on this particular manufacturing process. That doesn't mean that I cannot use the AI in that particular biological process. We need to be able to create talents that is flexible, that is dynamic, that to me the most important is to create talents that learn how to learn quickly and to be able to adapt to the fast-changing world. That will be the talents that is needed. The second question that you ask, how can we give back? If you are good talents in Malaysia, don't first think about how to give back to the society. First think about how to excel in your study and do it excellently. I always believe that if our country, our talents can be who they can be and can excel and be excellent not only in Malaysia but globally, you will give back to the country because you are the best. Just like our Dr. Amani today, she can give back because she was the best. She was the best as selected by NASA. She can be here today, she can lecture in UIA and give back to the country. So the first consideration that you need to ask yourself as a young person is how can I work hard and be the best? Then you will be able to naturally contribute back to the country.
Dr. Jasmine, did you want to add to that? Thank you, Wadi.
I think we covered the question, but more importantly, passion. You need to love what you do, and to the point of excellence. Not cukup makan, markah cukup makan will not take you far. You do not want to be average, right? You need to be the best in what you do, and that is only possible if you have passion, and passion drives you, and believe in your potential.
If I can just add also, I think, definitely agree with them. I think the other thing is we need to continuously be able to learn. Lifelong learning is something that is extremely important now, not just for students, tetapi juga untuk orang dewasa, the adults amongst us. We have to continuously learn, because in this day and age, technology is changing so fast that you might find that whatever job you're doing now is not going to be the same in 3 years. It may be automated. So whatever career or studies you take at university, be prepared that you will have to continue to learn and to be relevant as you go. Any other question? Ada soalan lain tak? Yes, Patricia, is it? Yes, one of our digital ninjas. Come, Patricia.
Hi, I'm Patricia. I'm from Western Taiping. So this is just a frank question, because I can see that there's many what we call what is like to say everyone here, all the guests, all the panels here are women. So I myself, it's actually curious actually, in any kind of jobs or anything, would there actually be a challenge in different kind of genders, even for women? What are their challenges for any kind of jobs actually? I was just wondering. Thank you.
Any of you ladies? What's the gender-related challenges you face as a woman in STEM?
Okay, that's a very good question. Okay, I'm going to answer it based on my experience so that you can relate to it. When I was working with the NASA sensors, I have to haul the huge machine in the facility, in the lab, in the laboratory, in the mine. Very huge. I was a very small girl, but I have to push this huge machine, okay, to be able to do my work. So I got aches on my shoulders and so forth. So I went to my boss and I said, you know what? I said, these machines are made for men. I said, we need to have a machine made for the woman. All the time women have to adapt. Cars are made for men, women adapt and drive the cars. Right? So he said, I've never thought of that. Okay? So, guess what? I built a small machine so that I can use it. Right? Therefore, what I'm trying to tell you is that as female, as women, we play a huge role in STEM. Why? We need to give that perspective. The woman-female perspective will complete the technology and the science. Without that, science and technology will not be complete without having contribution from female and women scientists, engineers, technologists, and so forth. So, when we are faced with a challenge, what do? We don't complain only. My rule to my students is, if you complain, you provide a solution. Right? Complain alone cannot bring you anywhere. But you and me, what we should do is that we need to create awesome things so that our younger generation can use and appreciate. Right? So I think enough of us just complaining and talking. I think the way to go forward is to do. Right? Master Yoda said, do or do not. There is no try.
And as you think about women challenges that women face, and as you think about building new things, think about people who are disabled. Build for them and you build for the rest of the world. Build for that one and you build for 1 billion. And to Dr. Amani's point, if you build for one, you actually can bring more people along. And that is what I would encourage the young people here today.
I would like to also share my story. I was an engineer. I was an oil and gas engineer. I do not do downstream. As a matter of fact, I go to the rig, offshore rig, onshore rig, and I was assigned to a place called MESTECC when I first started my job. It is last time it used to be a former USSR. Soviet Union country. I remember the first day when I went to that base, it was by a lot of international experts and some of the big guys, Russian guys, that's very big. So I went to the base to report myself. I remember the whisper in the base is this: who is this 16-year-old young Asian girl? What did she come here for? Then they say, oh, this is an engineer, field engineer. That means I supposed to, as a small little girl, they see from their face, I'm supposed to lead a team of a big Russian guys to go offshore to run reservoir evaluation. People will doubt you from how you look. You are small, you are Asian, you are young, and you are a female. And without that, you can only complain people look down on you because you are young. You can only complain that people look down on you because you are a woman. Don't complain. And don't feel entitled. Because I'm a young person, people must give me a little bit of leeway. Don't feel entitled because you are a woman, people must treat you special. Be a leader. Be a leader that is full capability, that you can show that regardless whether you are young and you are Asian, you are female, you can lead because you are competent and you know what you are doing. I think that is my advice to all the girls. Do not underestimate yourself because you are a woman, because you are young, because you are Asian. Make sure you work very hard. Make sure you work harder than other people. Make sure you know inside out of what you do, and then you will be able to excel in your workplace or in any other place. I faced the same thing when I entered into politics, but that's too long a story. But I just want to tell you that do not underestimate yourself and work hard. Make sure you are the best.
That's a wonderful closing statement. Do not underestimate yourself. So I really wish we had longer time, but it looks like time's up. And I just want to quickly sum up. We had some amazing key messages that came out today. I'll recap again. Number one, do not underestimate yourself. Number two, don't be afraid of hard work, right? Things may be difficult, but prod on and we can do it. Moonshot thinking, everybody must have it. And no moonshot is something that we need to think is beyond our reach. Everything with effort, with resilience, with hard work, it can be achieved. As what all these three fantastic women on my panel have shown today. And incidentally, I'm also a local graduate from University Malaya. So with that, thank you very much.